That's J1 Trey.
Why so serious?
And if you're not here today, you should have been.
It's the mafia.
Who next?
It's the mafia.
We next.
It's the mafia.
Who next?
It's the mafia.
We next.
It's us against it's us against the world. It's us against us. Buffalo against the world. It's us against it's us against the world. It's us against us. It's Buffalo against the world.
That's J1 Trey.
Pulling up in this big body like Gusto. You even rich like Reed and Diggs, we move so well. You should know the drill. You should know the vibes. If it ain't red, white, and blue, baby, that's not my size. It's the mafia, the fan base that'll die for you. On Sundays, we are not cool. Any other days, we'll ride with you. We heaven sent, we're Hamlin win. 3 spoke to God and said thanks, though. Having cool years real dope, but I really miss the fan base, though.
Now turn it up, turn it up, now turn it up, turn it up, now turn it up, turn it up, now turn it up, turn it up.
It's the mafia.
Who next?
It's the mafia.
We next.
It's the mafia.
Who next?
It's the mafia.
We next.
It's us against it's us against the world. It's us against us. Buffalo against the world. It's us against it's us against the world. It's us against us. It's Buffalo against the world.
Let me know from 1 to 10 where you are with your mental health. It's Friday, y'all. I am coming in strong today. I am feeling good. It's a weekend, baby. Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. I hope that y'all are enjoying the Vette Green Show. Let me get rid of this. Grandest of risings, everybody. I am here live on the Vette Green Show. We made it through the week. What? Big pat on the back. Big pat on the back. We made it through another week. So for some of us, it may have been a trying week, okay? It was trying yesterday, getting off on the wrong exit. Is the eyelash and not lashing today, y'all? I don't know, but y'all see the face is already sweating. But that's why I got me some reinforcements. I got me a towel right here. I had me a towel that said Jeremiah 29:11. Mr. Kevin, he's on my Facebook page. He's the one that makes these towels, but I got me a different one here because I remember somebody told me a long time ago that when your face sweats, that means that you're mean. I don't know about all of that, but I know I can have a mean streak, especially if you're messing with my checks. You messing with my cash, you messing with my chitlins, my children. I can get real frisky with you. Come on in the room, everybody. This is another episode of the Vette Green Show. I want to thank everybody for rocking with me this week. Those of you who went ahead and downloaded and thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. Those of you who have downloaded the Radio FX app, thank you so much, because you can listen to me on 91.3 FM every Tuesday and Thursday. If you are in the Western New York area, I believe the signal goes up as far as Rochester, where you can listen to it on an actual radio station. But if you are not in the Western New York area, you want to listen to 91.3 FM WBNY, you have to download the Radio FX app. So if you have not yet, make sure you download that app. And also, as you are coming in the room, let me know where you are from 1 to 10 with your mental health. I am coming in at a 10 this morning, y'all. I'm so happy that I made it through this week. I was challenging myself to do this on my own because I have not did my show on my own in a very, 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 very long time, you know, and this was a challenge for me. And I can't lie, like this morning I was laying there because I had forgot to set up the show. And I was like, man, maybe I should just take off on Friday. And then I was like, self, get it together. Because then we just talk about self-sabotage is real. And that the biggest enemy is the enemy within, self. So get your butt up, set the show up. I don't care if it's 5 o'clock in the morning when you getting the show ready. Get it together and do what you need to do to make sure that this baby grows, because I can't expect somebody else to grow this baby for me, right? How many of us out here expecting somebody to do something for us that we are not willing to do for ourselves? Guilty. If we had to go to jail for some of these things, we might be doing better with our lives, paying more attention to our lives, but that's not how it works. Instead, we just remain stagnant, which I talked about this week, and we don't go anywhere. So instead of doing that, because I want this thing to grow into something that is even I can't even comprehend right now. I can't even visualize, but the Most High, God, knows. I want this thing to grow into something that big. I want to be on a stage. I'm going to be on a stage. I'm talking it into existence, y'all. I'm going to be on a stage doing this thing at a much grander level, you know, and with y'all help, I can get there. Okay. So continue to rock with me. I really, really love y'all coming back. I appreciate everybody. Good morning from Nebraska, Lisa King. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I am tuned. I am here. From my hometown of Lackawanna, New York, which is a town right outside of Buffalo, New York. A lot of you may be familiar with Buffalo because of the snow that we get. Yeah, we get feet, y'all. We get 12 feet of snow. There's a video that I have further down on my page of the snowstorm from this past year, and it was like the snow just didn't want to stop. If you live in the Buffalo area, especially if you live south of Buffalo, which is closer to the lake, we get hit hard. Okay, we get hit hard. But I'd rather deal with the snow than deal with the hurricanes and the tornadoes and all of that stuff. The snow, you know, I can deal with that. Is you shovel it and it goes away after a while. The water, that's a whole nother thing. I respect the water. I respect Mother Nature, and I respect what it is that she be doing in these streets, in these nature streets. And I can listen. I'd rather deal with the I'm gonna tear your name up. I am so sorry. Compalandia said, I love the snow. So do I, especially the very first snow. I love the very first snow, and it's so beautiful outside. And then at nighttime, how it glistens underneath the street lights. Oh, I'm a nature person, y'all. I'm an earth sign. I'm a Capricorn, so I'm a nature person. I love being out and about, and I hate that I did not get a chance to experience the moon, y'all. I was sleeping and I missed the whole moon situation. I saw the Queen Shaka Khan going outside, grounding herself, and I'm like, dang, Vette, like, how did you not remember to do something like that? You don't know a lot of Capricorns? Oh, Hunty, we are special. We are special. I'm a Capricorn true and true. I know some people believe that, you know, the zodiac sign has something to do with the devil and all of that. I don't understand it, because if you believe in the Most High and you believe in the stars and the moon, you would understand that everything is aligned. Like our birth is aligned with a particular time. It has to do with the stars and the moons. That's why if you ever did your what do you call it, astronomy sign, they want to know what time you were born, because it really has to do with the alignment of the moon. I'm a Capricorn. I did mines, and I think mines goes into Aries or something like that. I can't really remember, and I may be wrong, y'all, so don't quote me on that. But yeah, I believe in the stars and moon. Do you all realize, or maybe you don't know, that there are more births during full moons? More births during full moons. Look at the tides during full moons. All of that's aligned. Think about how you feel sometimes during full moons or leading up to that full moon, the experiences or the emotions that you're going through. I saw the Queen Lola put up on Facebook about the full moon, and she said that If you really look deep into it, you'll know why you're experiencing some of the things that you're experiencing right now in these moments. And it really does make sense. Like this is a time of awakening. And I believe this harvest moon is a time for new. It's telling me to swipe left, y'all. I'm really trying to figure out this TikTok thing. So help me out with it. Hey, my crafty, sassy, grand rising to everybody. Let me see who's over here on the hey, Ernest Harris, my very first producer for the Think and Grow Vette Green. Grand rising to you. Grand rising to you, Joanne. God bless you. She said she's coming in at a number 10. Yes, Lord. Let me know as you are coming into the room where you are coming in with your mental health, because I care. I really, really care. And I don't want you to ever leave this room feeling worse than you did when you came in. If you are coming in and you are under anything, if you are under a 7, let's do something about that. And if there's anybody in the chat saying that they're under a 7, send them some love, because you never know what a kind word may mean to somebody. Have you ever been feeling so down and maybe you went out to the grocery store or just running errands and somebody said something kind to you and they don't know that you're in a mood, or they don't know that you're going through a bunch of emotions. They just don't know. But that kind word kind of lifted you out of that funk that you were in. You know how that made you feel? So let's do that. Let's do that. If there's anybody on the show, if they're in the chat and they're saying that they are under a 7, send them some love, because you never, ever, ever know what that kind word may mean to that person. It really could mean a situation where it's a life or death situation. That kind word may bring them out of that funk. Hey, JD, grand rising to you. So happy to see you come back, love. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, Tracy Johnson, come on in, come on in, come on in. We have some things to talk about. First, I want to get to some of these housekeeping things. So tomorrow is Brunching for a Cause, the Tree of Life Brunching for a Cause, brought to you by Bury the Violence. If you all know who Karima Morris is, you know that she is a beautiful soul who's out here doing the work that a lot of us are just unable to do, because that's a lot of energy that you observe when you do that. She's out here advocating for our children. She's advocating for ex-trafficking victims. She was pivotal at trying to find out what happened to the young man who in the city of Buffalo. He went from his street. He lived in a Broadway area. If you're familiar with Buffalo, you know what I'm talking about. And he disappeared for years. And he was found this year in South Buffalo, which makes no sense. How do you go, a 14-year-old go from one side of town to another and nobody knows anything? So she was pivotal at that. And unfortunately, you know, this family has experienced, the Griffin family has experienced so much loss. My entire heart goes out to them. Hey, beautiful woman, I'm doing well. So grandest rising to you. And thank you so much for coming back. I'm talking about the Tree of Life Brunching for a Cause that I'll be attending tomorrow. It's from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's held by Bury the Violence. Make sure y'all look her up. She's on TikTok as well, I believe, as Bury the Violence. But you can also find her on Facebook as well as Instagram, Bury the Violence, Buffalo, New York. She is doing the work, y'all, for us. She is someone who anytime I can, I like to pour into Karima, because she's constantly pouring out. And this is something that she's been called to do. She does it without a complaint. She does not complain about it. She's doing it because this is something that she's been called to do. And I know, given what I've been called to do, that sometimes, you know, the energy that we absorb, it can be quite overwhelming. And you really have to go into a place where you fill your cup back up. So anytime I can, I like to fill her cup back up, because again, she's doing the work that a lot of us we are unable to do. We just cannot do. So going back to everybody who is on Facebook, make sure y'all are following Charm City Direct TV. That was the home of the Think and Grow Vette Green. That was my very first podcast that I did. Man, Ernest Harris, I appreciate you and what you did. He actually opened up this door of possibilities for me. unfortunately, you know, duty calls and life happens, and we couldn't continue on with Charm City Direct TV. But he still goes live when he can. So make sure you are following Ernest Harris and Charm City Direct TV Network. Grand Rising to you, baby. My daughter just popped in. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Let everybody know also where you are tuning in from. I saw someone say that they are tuning in from Nebraska. Hey, Felicia Wilkerson, thank you so much for joining. Hey, John Law Sr., thank you so much for joining. Hola, baby. Hola. So what are we talking about today? There's some things that I wanted to talk about yesterday. This is why I have to make sure that I have my cue cards going, because sometimes if you have racing thoughts like I do, you can be all over the place. I have adult ADHD, self-diagnosed. I looked at my report cards and stuff, and I was like, yeah, I think that's probably why I couldn't sit down and shut up. On top of that, I was one of them students that constantly needed to be challenged. And if the work, you know, I was a honor roll student, and if I wasn't being challenged, then the mouth was just going like this, y'all. And look at me now, such an introvert. You know, it's so crazy that that's who I was back then. But yeah, something I believe my daughter sent it to me. How would you feel if you looked in your cameras and you saw your 8-year-old getting in the car driving to Target? What would you think if you looked in your video cameras and your 8-year-old was getting in your car driving to Target? That's what happened. This baby drove to Target, y'all, 10 miles. I was 19 years old before I learned how to drive, and I was scared to do that. I used to have to get into the car and have one of my girlfriends come with me. I was 19 and pregnant, learning how to drive. I had my pillows, y'all. I learned how to drive in an old Oldsmobile. It was one of those Oldsmobiles that they had the Cadillac equivalent. You remember, you know how Chevy makes some cars, the luxury car, and then they have the other car where hey, grand rising to you, Calvina, grand rising to you, love. Thank you so much for joining this morning, love. I was just talking about, I learned how to drive in your grandfather Scotty's car. And I was 19 years old. She had $500 in cash. And see, that baby was going shopping. You know who I thought of? I thought of Calvin. My nephew needs to have stock in Target because he keeps Target in business. Okay. So I could imagine that this would have been my little nephew driving to Target, because that's what his dad did. He drove to Target quite frequently. But I was saying, I learned how to drive at 19, and I was scared. I was scared to drive. I used to have to go get one of my girlfriends who had learned how to drive when she was like 14 years old and be like, Sarah, come drive with me, because I'm scared to go to the grocery store by myself, just for fear that I just didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know. So at 8 years old, driving 10 miles with $500 with an agenda, because the baby had $500 allegedly in his hand. $500. This baby was going shopping, y'all. Okay. This baby was going shopping. JD said, I saw the video. She was all over the place, but she made it. Ooh, wee. I think the video is on TikTok. I'm going to see if I can find it on TikTok, y'all. But if y'all have not seen it, just do a simple internet search of this baby driving to Target 10 miles. They said Target was 10 miles away from the home. I don't even know if it was a little girl or a boy. Oh, thank you so much. It feels good to be back. It really feels good to be back. I'm reading some of the comments over here on Facebook as well as YouTube. I don't know what some comments you guys are saying, but please keep it clean. Please keep it clean up in these Vette Green streets. I see it said that I'm getting an alert here that some of the comments were filtered. Please keep it clean. Like I said, I appreciate everybody's opinion. I respect everybody's opinion. My grandmother taught me to each his own, and I firmly believe that. Like, what you believe is what you believe, and you know, you believe that for a reason. Just keep it respectful. I appreciate everybody's opinions about anything. You know, I'm not going to try and get you to believe what I believe, because what you believe is based off of your experience. So I'm not going to try and do that. but I do want you all to respect it. Beautiful woman, she said, Mom, you don't want to take me to the store? I'm going by myself. Okay. And meant it. Where'd you get the $500 from, y'all? Like, this baby was serious about shopping. Can you tell that those parents went shop at Target quite a lot? Quite a lot for her to, she was on an agenda. Okay. Can't you just picture her little self going down the toy aisle? Of course, you can ask a question as long as it's respectful. Bobby, is it Bobby or Booby? My nickname is Booby 829. Hey, Gail Thomas. Hey, everybody. It was a little. Can't you imagine this little girl walking down the toy aisle, just getting all the toys that she dreamt of? Mommy and daddy sleep, so I'm about to go shopping because I told them that I wanted that Barbie doll yesterday and they didn't get it for me. So I'm taking this $500 that's in my piggy bank and I'm going shopping myself. Oh my God. What would you have done? Oh my God, Calvina, what would you have done if baby A took the car out? Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. I remember when I was a teenager, y'all, my cousin, she learned how to drive early. And we teenagers, we like 14, 15 years old, maybe 15, 16. No, we was like 14, 15 years old because by the time I was 16, I was pregnant. So we would she would put her mom's car in neutral. We would open up the gate. She would put her mom's car in neutral. Yeah. And we would push it out the driveway until we got it onto the street. And then we would take off in the car. We don't know what we're doing. We just out oh my God, some of the things, but God, Lord, some of the things I look back at some of the things that I got myself into back then, and it's like, ooh, only but God. Hey, little dope one. So I got to get some of your music on the show. Make sure you are following Lil Dope One Soul. She has a song that I love to play when I was on another network. So if you can, and if you still have my email address, send me some of your music because I was a fan of yours, still a fan of yours. Why are you know what? They say that this happens. I don't know why some people want to get on the internet and spew out negativity and hate. Just because you woke up on the wrong side of the bed doesn't mean that you look at, that's my grand dog. I put the she's scared of the vacuum cleaner, y'all, and I put it in front of the door so she wouldn't come in here, but she had to make her way in here. I swear she wants to be a star. Hey, the pool. She wants to be a star, y'all. She comes in, just busts through the door. That's my daughter you hear in the background telling her. But I don't know why listen, everybody. I'm going to encourage anybody that's on here. Yes, please come get Lexi. She done bust open the door. I'm going to encourage anybody that you never know what anybody is going through. I just had this conversation last week with an older woman in my mom's bill, and she's, sometimes people, when they get older, they get set in their ways, and you see the nosy older women peeking out their windows, just in everybody's business but theirs, right? Thank you so much, JD. I appreciate it. But sometimes people are just in business that has nothing to do with theirs. And this was the last day. It was Friday the 13th, as a matter of fact. And we had to do the final cleaning of my mom's apartment. My mom, if you don't know, she had passed away July 11th. And I'm so grateful that her housing unit had given us some time to actually get it cleared out, because it was not something that I was looking forward to do. Like, this was my mom's house. And that meant, I guess it kind of means closure, but that also meant to me, like, my mom is really not here anymore, cleaning out her house. So kind of got into it with the older lady because we had the moving truck out there, and she's saying, the moving truck is only supposed to be there 5 minutes. I was just not in the mood, like I said, because I'm cleaning out my mom's house. And then I told her, I said, ma'am, you don't know what I'm experiencing right now. Like, I am cleaning out my mom's house who just passed away. And this is very, very tough for me. It was very, very difficult for me to have to do that. Like, I procrastinated for a while. She passed away July 11th, and we didn't get everything out until September 13th. And it was tough. It was very, very tough. My oldest daughter, who was staying with my mom at the time, she didn't even want to go into the apartment. So it was tough on our family. And for her to come at me like that, I was like, ma'am, you don't know what anybody's going through. So I say that to say, Bobby 829, that before you start spewing hate or negativity, check in with yourself and say, why am I feeling this way, that I want to come on Vette Green's Live and spew this hate and negativity? Because you don't know what anybody's going through. So because you're not having a good day, you want to bring other people into that you're not having a good day? Because I understand that misery loves company. I don't want to join it though. And I don't want you to try and bring anybody else in this life into your misery, because obviously that's what you're feeling, to come on here and try and troll me like this. Like, for what? Does that bring you some gratitude in some type of way? Does that make you feel better? Well, I rebuke you, devil. I rebuke you in the name of my Father God. I just do, because I'm not going to allow anybody to do that. This is a place of positivity, and this is a place where I want people to come and feel as if they have a voice, and I want people to feel love and support and positivity. So if you are coming with any kind of hate, go lay back in the bed and get back up on the other side, because that may be what you need to do. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm not going to match your hate. I'm going to send you some love and positivity, because obviously you're going through some things to come on here and just talk crazy. But that's all right. Thank you, beautiful woman. And thank you, JD. I got some warriors up on here. Okay. Don't come for us. Don't come for us in this positivity lane. Okay. Because we just go throw some love your way. I wish I had some holy oil to throw your way. I wish I had some, but I don't. So what else are we talking about? Let me get into my notes, everybody. I didn't even share this live. What I'm going to do so that I can share this live on the different platforms, I'm going to go into a video really quickly. If you are on the Green Links Media site, or if you are live with us on Facebook, oh, thank you so much, Alex. Appreciate that. See, that's what I'm talking about. This is a place of love in this room. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, Kiki36. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. I'm going to go into a video. I want to play something that brings me joy and positivity. One of my favorite artists coming out of the 716 is Molotov Mal, and I don't think there's any music in here of his right now. So I have a lot of cleaning up to do, y'all. A lot of what we have in here was from our morning show that we had, the morning show podcast, which is not gone away. It's just on a hiatus right now because life happens, and sometimes, our schedules just won't allow us all to be on here at the same time. So what I'm going to do is over the weekend is I'm going to clean up a lot of what we had in here and add some music that I really like to jam to. Not that some of this music is not what I like to jam to, but it's the morning time and I like to play a little bit different kind of music. So the song that I'm about to play, well, the video, I think I do have one of Molotov Mal's videos. No, I do not. So what I'm going to do is go into Zeta. The name of this song is Young Chimney. If you are on the Facebook side or the YouTube side, you'll be able to see the video. If not, if you're over here on TikTok, which I love you guys for joining, you can listen in while I share this. The name of this song again is Zadok, Young Chimney.
Okay. Yeah, man, back in the saddle. It's your boy Zay, aka Young Chimney. Hog Mob, salute. King's Hand. Let me talk to y'all. I wanna salute the genre
and those who do what they do with honor. We the foot on the body if Christ is here to bruise the mamba. I'd rather be known for righteousness than a cool persona, and I'd rather preach the gospel to you than shoot the llama. They used to hear us of glorification through the speakers. This is Christian rap. Whole purpose is to point you to Jesus, but mostly what I see is rappers who glorify pimping and trapping, started podcasts and anointing as leaders. On this side, Christians argue over who really bout it. All of us claiming we're thorough, yeah, I really doubt it. People with flaws who specialize in pointing out other people's flaws, claiming I'm great, my lips won't even spout it. Too busy checking if seeds I planted even sprouted. The harvest is great, but the labor pool isn't really crowded. Shout out the circle that you see me out with. We God mobbing, dressed for battle. Ephesians 6, you see the outfit. King's hand is the movement. We about the Father's business, loving our brothers like Yeshua loved us as our religion. Losing more in this world to gain our soul is our decision. So the message in this music will always be opposition. To what this world is in love with. Christian rap is supposed to represent for his covenant. And when we do, the industry will find it repugnant. When we speak against chasing money or your next drug hit, being reckless with sex gets promoted in public. Sophisticated prostitutes, our daughters becoming. Gotta look like a stripper if you hope to be up next. At Young Chimney, taking all the smoke on this subject. Yeah, I expect some people might be offended. At one time, so was I, that's why I repented. Your heart is pricked, but not because a lie was presented, but because the truth is difficult at times to contend with. Believers, I could care less about your traditions. Let's talk about what's written down inside of them scriptures, because it is the word that will lead men to redemption. Not sermons about your haters or how they get riches. Nah, yeah, I like that. Yeah, I think that's a good way to start. So welcome to It's Christian Hip Hop Volume 1. Hey, yo, Blue, let's do this, man.
Thank you again, everybody. The name of that song is Young Chimney by Zadok. Zadok, if you go down the rabbit hole of Zadok's music, he has some really dope tracks out there. He's another dope artist. I believe he's coming out of the 716. I believe he is. Don't quote me on that. I believe he's coming out of the 716. Again, I'm going to have more music. And if you are an artist or you know of an artist that would like their music played on the Vette Green Show, send them my way. Ooh, Bobby 829, honey, I don't know what you're going through. I swear I don't, but I'm going to pray for you, love. I'm going to pray for you because that energy that you are spewing for no reason, I don't know. You know, everybody, I have somebody on my TikTok live right now who's just, I guess, in sort of a mood that they just want to spew so much hate for no reason, you know. So we are going to pray. Okay, let me see if I can. Oh, yes. Thank you, Yaya Boo. Thank you so much. I think I just added you. Yes. Hey, So Petty. Thank you so much for coming back. I think I just modded you. Yeah, boo. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So Petty's been rocking with me since day one. I believe JD definitely has been rocking with me since day one. Beautiful Woman 1026. You've been rocking with me. I really appreciate everybody who continues to come back as I'm learning TikTok, as I am going through this process of growing the Vette Green Show. Because I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I was like, oh, I didn't want to get up this morning because I was up again last night in the middle of the night. I don't know what's been going on. I haven't really been feeling well, but I was up, and then you know how that self-sabotage can get you. And I was like, oh, I don't really want to get up and do this. And oh, you didn't set up the show anyways. All of these reasons why I shouldn't were in my head. And then I was like, Vette, if you don't get your Vette, get it together. Get it together. Hey, Ja boy, welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you so much for coming in this morning. Thank you for that, Yaya Boo. She is on top of it. Ooh, see, she from my hometown. See, that's love right there. That is love right there. She really took time out of her day and took the time to walk me through some things. And not only that, she put me on her live and introduced me to some more people, part of her family. And that just made me feel so good because a lot of times, y'all, you don't get support from the people that know you. It just how it is. You don't get a lot of the support from the people that know you. And for me to get that from somebody that for real knows me, like she knew me since I was, well, I'm older than her, but she knows me. You know, that's phenomenal. So that's queen things right there. That's queen things right there. I know her as Yana, Ayana, beautiful lady. So proud of what, listen, took on some things when her mom passed away, took on a very adult role. So, you know, big shout out to you, Yana. I love you for that. And thank you so much for what you are helping me through with that, with this, and offering to moderate for me and all of that, y'all, because I'm going to learn this TikTok thing. I am going to learn this TikTok thing. So what else are we talking about in these streets, y'all? I don't want to keep talking about Diddy, but it's, man, it is like, it's taken over everything. Did y'all see the Oprah and Kamala sit down? I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I saw some of what she was talking about. And listen, Kamala said, yes, she is a registered power. And if somebody walk up in her house and they not supposed to, they go get pow. Kamala not playing. She said to her, hey sis, thank you so much for coming in this morning. She said she is not playing in these streets, okay? She is not playing in these streets. And with Trump having 2 assassination attempts, what do y'all think about that? Do y'all think that is something to it? I mean, 2 assassination attempts within this short span. Is something not funny to y'all about that? Out of all the presidents and former presidents, he's the only one that continues to get these assassinations attempts. That's what I said, JD. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. It just don't, something ain't right. 2. And what's going on with the Secret Service? Why is it that that this is happening twice within a 2-month period, y'all? I don't know. I just don't think something is right on that. I'm going to get into some local news as well. I'm getting back to doing what I used to do. I used to have all of this stuff together. Like I said, y'all, I'm back into this thing. JD said, come on, he's so amazing. They can't even take him down. Lies. Right. And then that one picture, JD, that they got with the Secret Service around him and he holding up his face bleeding. Come on, y'all. Tell me that wasn't staged. Didn't that look staged to y'all? I don't know. This man just got so much behind him. I don't know what to believe. I just don't know what to believe because you just don't know. You just don't know. That, yes, the ear patch, right? And then they try to make us think they want the country to be so separated that whether he win or lose, you know, something might erupt the day after the election. They want the country that divided. We're already divided. We're all If you guys are over on Facebook, let me know if y'all can hear me. And let me know if y'all can see me. Let me just check this out real quick, y'all. Because it showed that I was still live. Oh, yeah. If you guys, yay, I'm back. The devil is a liar. The devil is a liar. Yes, yes. Oh my goodness, we have the Queen Unique on here. Unique was the very first artist that I interviewed on the Evening Rush Network. And when I tell you that interview was crazy because the numbers, Don, am I lying? Didn't the numbers go crazy? I'm going to play her song really quick, y'all, because she is an introvert just like me. And Unique, you were the very first artist that I ever interviewed. That's why I follow you and I hold you so near and dear to my heart, because you opened up that door for me when I was over at the Evening Rush. I still love her music, right, Don? Right? I think that interview did like over 5,000 views. It was crazy. And I'm telling Don, I'm like, wait a minute, Don, what is going on? Remember the conversation, Don? I'm like, is it spam? What is going on? Because I did not. Sometimes God opens up these doors for us, y'all. And when I tell you, when God is in it, he will catapult you. And that's what he did with that interview with Unique. And Unique even has a story about that song. You know, she said that was her first interview. And she said after that interview, that song Goals and Dreams, which I know I have in here, actually just started, the numbers for her started going crazy. So she said that I was one of the first people to reach out and embrace, oh my God, Unique, because listen, we are two introverts out here in this business trying to do what it is that the Most High has called us to do. The name of this song is called Goals and Dreams, and I hope it's still in here. Oh my God, I hope it's still in here, because it's one of my favorite songs. It is my number one motivational song in my, oh my goodness. It is my number one motivational song in my song list, y'all. Number one motivational song. Even today, is my number one motivational song. I think there's a way for me to switch and be able to go to, let me see. Because I know I have Goals and Dreams, and I just want to play it for y'all, especially while the Queen is on here. I want to play this song for y'all, and it is not in here. How could it not be in here? I'm going to get that back on here, but the name of the song, y'all, is Goals and Dreams. I'm going to go to YouTube and play it, because this song, when I tell you the words that she talk about in this song, I have these goals and these dreams, and she talk about working the 9 to 5, and the 9 to 5 ain't working for me. Listen, it comes right up. Unique Goals and Dreams. I'm going to share my screen. If you guys are on live with me on Facebook or on YouTube, you'll be able to see the video. I'm going to go ahead and share this and play this. Y'all make sure y'all are following Unique. She's one of those queens that is phenomenal. I love her music. Again, this is my number one motivational song ever. So I'm going to go ahead and play this for y'all so that y'all can get the vibe that I have. Shout out to Unique, y'all.
I got these goals and these dreams. I know I can't live without them. That means I gotta go get it. I know a lot of people, they doubt it. Gotta prove them wrong. Gotta prove them all wrong. Gotta prove them wrong. Gotta prove them all wrong. Gotta prove them wrong. Gotta prove them all wrong. Gotta prove them wrong. Yeah, I'm working 9 to 5, this 9 to 5 don't work for me. I gotta find my way about this, ain't how it's supposed to be. Feel like I'm settling for less, that's why I gotta leave. They may not understand it, it's not for them to see. Cause it's my vision and it's not yours, no. And you won't get it until reverse rolls around and around. I put my dreams on hold, you tell me how that sound. I wish my dreams could pay, cause I work for right now. Ain't nobody else that they gon' hold me down. While I chase these dreams and know my goals. Chase these dreams and know my goals.
When
When I say hold me down, I mean support. And when I say support, that don't always mean financially. Support can be from anybody and everybody. It's just you let me know that you're in my corner. I got these goals and these dreams. I know I can't live without them. That means I gotta go get it. I know a lot of people, they doubt it. Gotta prove them wrong. Gotta prove them all wrong. Gotta prove them wrong. Gotta prove them all wrong. Gotta prove them wrong. Gotta prove them all wrong. Gotta prove them wrong. Wrong. Yeah. You know more talking, I'ma take the leap and quit. Just wait till my shit drop, tell them I don't need this shit, I'ma be fine, even on my own. And I don't need your opinions, cause I'm grown. Say you wanna see me when I know you don't.
Right,
saying it don't make no sense, that's where you're wrong. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm gonna do the shit, fuck those who doubt it. Apologies, I won't allow it. Success talking, it talk the loudest. It talk the loudest. Success talking, it talk the loudest. It talk the loudest. Success talking it. I don't gotta explain myself no more. Cut me off.
That part. Listen, y'all. Number one go-to song. Trip is another one that I love of hers. Go down the rabbit hole of Unique's music catalog. She got some really dope music out here. She has a fast-paced dance song that I really love. I thought I had it up. Trip and Goals and Dreams are the two that I have up high on my look at that man. But yeah, it was Unique's interview when I was I'm forever grateful to you, Unique, because you really opened up that I didn't even know that I wanted to do artist interviews and anything like that. I didn't know. You know, I was just throwing darts, as my daughter says, just throwing darts, trying out things. And I thoroughly enjoyed the dialogue that we have. And because that song just speaks so true to, even now, a lot of the things that I'm going through, you know, like this 9 to 5, it wasn't working for me. You know, for a lot of you out there, that 9 to 5 may not be working for you, but we have to, as my mentor Lisa Nichols says, you have to fund your future. But that does not mean that that's something that you want to do for the rest of your life, because what you've been called to do is outside of that 9 to 5. And that's what I was feeling. This was what, 4 years ago, Don? That was about 4 or 5 years ago. We had that interview, and I just remember getting off of it, just feeling like, man, like this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. And it just catapulted from there. I've interviewed a lot of artists since then, but Unique was actually my very first artist that I interviewed. And that interview, I believe it's still up on the Evening Rush Network. If you guys give the Evening Rush a follow, you can see it out there on YouTube. Is DA, the Evening Rush Network. It's the interview that I did with Unique, and we played her music. And man, Don, I miss you producing, man. I got a little bit spoiled there. I miss having a producer, because it really is easier to have someone produce your podcast so you can do this part, the commentary part. You know, yep, it's the Evening Rush Network. Yep, that was the second network that I was on. Don actually groomed me up. He groomed me up in these podcasting streets. E Digga is the one that launched me, and Don groomed me up in these podcasting streets. I learned a lot from Don while I was over at the Evening Rush, which allowed me to do these things. Even like I'm forever a student, and I will watch how he moved from sharing the live to talking to people, and just it's a lot. Like, a lot of people think that you can just become a podcaster just by getting up here talking. Yeah, you can do that. But if you want a great podcast, if you want a podcast that's really going to take off, you have to learn some things. It's a lot more than just getting up here talking. A lot more to it than that. You have the backgrounds. Like, if you are on YouTube right now, you'll see these backgrounds, all of that. It's a lot more that goes into it than just talking. It is. So if you are interested in having a podcast, and I learned from one of the best over at the Evening Rush Network, come on over to Green Links Media, and I can show you what I learned over at the Evening Rush Network, because I grew up in these podcast streets over there. I grew up. Oh my God, y'all, it is almost coming to an end. I can't even believe it. I had so much fun today. Hey, Yaya Thomas, Grand Rising to you over here on Facebook. Thank you so much for joining this morning. So just a little bit of, again, what I have going on this weekend. I am going to the Brunching for a Cause, held by Bury the Violence. I have to switch again. I have to switch back. Okay. I had to switch back. I got to clean up this stuff. So tomorrow, Tree of Life Brunching for a Cause, given by the Queen, Karima Morris. Send her some love, everybody. I believe tickets may still be available. This, again, is given by Bury the Violence. It is for a cause. This is a brunch for a cause, and I'm looking forward to it. Karima is someone out here that's doing the work. She deals with a lot of DV victims, trafficking victims. Again, she was at the forefront to trying to figure out what happened to the young man, Jalen Griffin, who went missing from the Broadway area, and they found him in South Buffalo. She was pivotal in that movement. You may have seen her on Facebook under Bury the Violence. If you do, send her some love, because she's doing what a lot of us are unable to do. She's doing it for us. She's doing it for us. It was so sad, so petty. It was so sad. And that my heart goes out to that entire family. You know, the mom passed away, and then they lost another brother. It's just been a tragic situation. It just speaks so much to the violence that goes on in the inner city and a lot of our neighborhoods. I feel like we don't do a good enough job at protecting our kids. Like, how could this young man go from the Broadway area over to South Buffalo and nobody knows anything? And how could his body be sitting in a home for all of those years and nobody heard, smelled, nothing? It just does not make sense to me. Yeah, prayers out to them, Unique. That is a very, very sad situation. Very sad situation. Very tragic loss. He was only 14 years old. Like, what happened? What happened there? So I'm going to end this. I'm a minute over, but that is all right because I had such a good time. I apologize for what was going on with StreamYard over here on YouTube and Facebook, but thank you guys for continuing to rock with us. I will be back on Monday. I have a dope interview with Rick Hyde and King Shot coming. I believe it's next Thursday. They'll be coming into the radio station to talk about the event that Rick Hyde has going on. It's $1,000 on the table, y'all. $1,000 on the table. Let me just go to his page, and then I'll have the flyer. I should have the flyer next week to talk about it. But he's trying to support. One of the things that he said is that, you know, our city of Buffalo really does not have a platform for artists to go and do what it is that they love to do. So this is called the Rick Hyde, the $1,000 showcase. It is happening on, I believe it's next week, y'all. This is why some of these flyers, y'all got to make sure that the dates are out there, because one of the things I hate doing is searching for dates. It is happening, everybody, September 29th. It starts at 7 p.m. There's a $20 entry fee. It is called the $1,000 showcase. If you are an artist, a musician, make sure you submit your music. But yeah, Rick Hyde and King Shad will be on the show this coming Thursday to talk about this $1,000 showcase. It's happening at Luna Lounge, and I believe it's something that he's trying to have happen quite frequently. I don't know if it's going to be on a monthly basis, a quarterly basis, or not, but they'll be in again next Thursday. Make sure you also download the Radio FX app. I'm going to have Rick High and King Shot in to talk about. King Shot is going to be the DJ and the host, him and Hezzy Has. So looking forward to that interview. I got a chance to meet Rick Hyde a couple of times. I met him at the Butcher Fest, and I also met him at Street Soprano album release party that happened last month, I think it was. I swear these dates, everything's running into each other for me. But make sure you tune in next week, Thursday. I believe it's the 25th on 91.3 WBNY FM, also on Green Links Media. Make sure you subscribe. Looking forward to that interview. Rick Hyde, you know, he's with the Black Soprano family. He's with Griselda and those guys who they're all from our city of Buffalo, which I think is phenomenal. Okay, which I think is phenomenal. Okay, it's making me do some things here because they're examples to us that it's possible. I have Benny's album sitting here on my bookcase because I like to look up at it to remind myself that he too came from this place. And if he too can make it out, that means me and you can make it out as well. So I love y'all long life. Thank you so much for watching, and y'all have a wonderful, 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 wonderful day on purpose. You know why? You know why? Because you can.